Crow likes to glow in the dark, but I'm just sitting here under the bright lights. This is Dag, and we're live. And I've got the Pixel Erasure team with me tonight, and we're going to go beat up on some pixels. So we got Corey and Curtis and Crow and Peep and myself. So we're ready to rumble. Let's go, guys. Where are we going? What are we doing tonight? Yeah. We all kind of worked offline to get to 25, so I think we're all right around 25, level 25, so should be fun. Oh, Stockades. Hope we got our AoEs ready. Oh, let me make some. I've only got 2 rocks to make healthstones, so... Oh, and I have to... Yeah, but I gotta get rid... I have to waste one of them on my demon, okay? So, hang on a second. We'll see. We'll watch. I'm watching. Hey, it did. Okay, so I can create 2. So let me do that. There's one minty fresh. Who, let's see. Who am I giving it to? Saltanya? Oh, that's right. You're just like too good for healthstones. Okay. Who? Okay, if the healer would stand still, I'll be happy to give it to her. Nope. Nope, where'd she go? Yes. I just forget. You guys all look alike. Yes. All you space goats look alike. Okay, who else wanted a stone? Who's in need of a stone? You gave me some. I thought I gave it to you already. Oh. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. Did you trade her that one? I'll give you another one. Okay. Turn around and I'll give you another one. Okay. So you can have this one. And then Crow, I'll get you one in a couple of minutes. I just have to kill something first. I've been doing the, what holiday is it? Today is National Cocktail Day. And lo and behold, I haven't had a cocktail. He tried to beat up on me too, and it's like, no, not happening. Okay, who am I still owing a health stone for? Okay, I'll get you stoned. Yep. Ah. So I click on Crow and I end up with the totem as the item that I was trading to. It's like, no, that's not going to work. You're welcome, sir. I'm going to make one for myself. Okay. I'm good. Let's go. We went left. What do you mean I didn't target them? So you need to get plugged in to recharge? Oh. Who was someone going to share quests in here? Oh. Okay. I'll take your word for it. All right. I spent mine already. talentless. Yep. That. Just that and the other thing. That'd be me. Thank you. Left and right. Keep beating on the healer over there. Oh. I can see him right through the bars. What do you mean they're out of sight? Yeah, bars. Love that spell. The Drano spell is so much fun. No, there was one right behind him. I'm trying to remember what level I had Dag when I first blew through here solo, and just like I think I was probably level 70. I came in and like pulled every single room. I had them all in a room, and I just kept repeatedly stomping on them. You know, it's just like. Mm-hmm. So get around the corner. That's a 19 for me. Oh, yeah, I'll pass. We're gonna take the first boss here. Okay. Are you gonna try to pull these guys out first, or? That worked. Is there another one on the other side? Of course, my inventory is full. Yay. Because I got too damn many stones. Okay. It does. Yeah, and I passed as well, so... Can't click right. Oh, it is when the lock walks in and pulls everything. Shit. Sorry. Everyone passed? Okay, I'm gonna grab it and disenchant. Turn it into dust. Where the hell did it go? Oh shit. I still got too much stuff in my in my bag. That's what I'm doing. Oh. I'm trying to get rid of stones here and I clicked on somebody. Sorry. You don't need my stones. Kidney stones or otherwise. Oh, I have. It is not fun. I had it at 8,000 feet up at Lake Tahoe. And ended up having to go to the hospital at 2 a.m. And the stone passed just as we pulled into the driveway. It was like a 45-minute drive from the campsite to the hospital. It was not fun. We're all throwing sparks at the guy. Wand him to death. Oh, that'd be kind of fun. I don't need it. Get him! Get him! Got him! Got him! Which one's that? Oh, we went to go see Dune. It is good. My son, my oldest son's like, oh, there's no way that they could do another one, and it's like, I can't believe that they would go and spend that much money on all those stars and not do another one. But I mean, granted, both he and I were like talking, going, I don't know how they're gonna have to wait for another generation of CGI to come out before they can get the next one, or what? I don't know. Shit, where'd he go? Oh, my imp is going after him. They keep going back into the other room, and it's like, there's no place to go, dude. Why are you hiding in here? Probably a good idea. One more guy in the room? I thought we pulled everything. Getting close, huh? I love the way they kind of crawl up to me and before they die. No! No, I'm killing you, dude. What is wrong with you? Is there another one in there? Yep. Not again. Welcome to another evening of Pokemon. I love the way they go ducking into another room. It's like, oh, I gotta chase them? Get back here. Oh, I realize that, but we've already taken care of that. But they don't know it. Yes. So, we're gonna get all three guys, I think. I'm dotting up with the guys on both sides. Now he has a wand up his butt. I gotta get rid of all my soul shards so I can open my bag. Jeez. Okay. Oh. Get him before he goes back and grabs the other two. Rats?
I don't have a target.
Yeah, I already have that recipe, so if you want to just go ahead and grab it and someone can sell it. Yep. I didn't know which room. Kabonk. Just just realize he'll come back. They always come back. That's it. Gonna say I didn't think it was that quick. Oh, why are you pulling everybody to you? Just can't help yourself? That's it. Always wondered why these guys were like standing in the middle of everything, and you could like walk right through the bars.
Inventory is full.
These guys come from? Auctionator? I used to... Auctioneer. I used to use that all the time, and then it's like you said, they stopped supporting it, and it's like, ah. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
Is that my voice? Oh well, just moved on.
She was a class act. She was a real neat lady. Hey, there's a chest. Let's open it up and see what's inside.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh. Something
They
for
chain
More
of the bear.
mail.
something for Corey?
Yes, that is definitely an upgrade.
Well, then take it.
Take it.
Take it.
Take it.
Dig it, man. Dig it.
Take it. Take it. Take it. All right, I need to eat a buff food. Just give me a moment here. I'm gonna eat me some yummy
We've got a dude
sage
walking
fish.
up on us over here.
Yep.
That's all right. I'll keep eating. You'll be all right. There we go. Told ya. It only takes 10 seconds to eat a food.
I only need one more bandana.
Get a buff.
You know, you need to chew longer than that.
Mm-mm. Not in video game land.
Nobody here has a reflux problem, is what we're saying.
All right.
Here's another add-on for everybody. Smart Buff. Those of you that have buffs to give to yourselves in the group, get an add-on called Smart Buff. It's great because you can tell it what to remind you of, and you can turn it off and on by simply clicking on it. You can right mouse toggle on the little marker to make it turn on and off. And it's really nice. And it can tell you so you don't have to think about what you're doing. And then for Corey, Pally Power is the best.
Alley power. Okay. I will try and remember that.
It's really easy to use too because it just you can assign things yourself if you want to, but it has an auto assign feature that's mostly correct.
Nice.
I mean, they ought to have one
It
called.
would only ever be not correct in like a specialized rating situation where you have a special fight where you want somebody that would
Yay!
normally have
Rats.
wisdom to get something else type of thing.
They ought to have one called
Rats.
palliative.
Oh, God.
All right. Woohoo! Oh, got another one.
Yeah, 2 for the price of 1.
My unarmed
It's
skill.
like going to Jack in the Box. I should say Taco Bell.
No, you come away from Taco Bell with less than you bargained for.
No, it's definitely more than you bargained for.
Well, eventually.
I mean,
it
it's
is.
in a different state than you were hoping for.
We used to call it Taco Hill, but that's probably pretty common, I would imagine.
Taco smell.
So that's not
Yeah, that's also appropriate.
And then a couple of people reminded me, no, that's not what tacos are supposed to smell like.
I think the last time I had Taco Bell was when my son and I drove back from the East Coast.
back here.
He actually talked me into stopping and getting it. And it's like, I'm going to regret this, aren't I?
Yeah, that's not a good thing to get when you're driving.
Yeah, it's not a good thing to get whenever you're expecting your body to be agitated in any way.
All right. Going left. Get up on people's.
Yeah, market price on Shadow Gems, 124 gold right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That's why I made the decision to sell. I was like, I'm gonna sell this and get us some more Guild Bank tabs.
Man, I got a bunch of those in the bank.
Make some money if you ain't using them.
No, I need them for
Woot.
what's coming up.
Yeah. So does every... Oh, this guy's got a name.
Yeah, Montgomery Ward.
Okay. Montgomery Ward? Uh-oh, I'm feared. As soon as I'm not feared, I'm going to put down a trimmer totem next to these guys.
Yeah, I just was feared and ran into the other building with lots of other people. I'm coming back in here now.
Oh, shit. Yeah, we're going to die. This is not going to work. Sorry, bud.
Hey man. Come on, peoples.
Usually I have control over my actions.
Yeah, you got feared. It's not a problem. We might die, but then we just come back and murder everybody after we come back to life. It ain't no thing.
Jesus.
I've also got a mana potion to use, so I am not worried.
More of them incoming.
Excellent.
If anyone needs my body for components, you're welcome to it.
Should we loot you? We're gonna loot the mage from Mats.
I mean, I ran back to the tank.
It's okay. It's fine.
Sometimes it's good to have an extra pet.
Yep, that's probably a good time.
Hey,
Yeah,
look at
good.
that. Let me see. I can.
Let's get
Oh,
through
we
the
still
fight
have-
first.
Yeah, where is?
I'm lying in the room over here.
I'll get him when we're done.
Wow. Sweet.
Are we done? Are we out?
Are you guys done yet?
Are we done yet?
Are we done yet? No. No. Okay.
Alright, give me a second to get some mana.
Yeah, I think I got to drink up a little bit too.
I have a spell that converts life to mana.
Nice.
Yeah, it is. Life tap. It's like, yeah, I'll just kill myself so I can get some more mana.
Ah, yes. Boom.
He's back.
Alright. Excellent. Now I'm gonna sit down and drink some more mana. I just got my ancestral spirit. Level 2 today.
We've got one guy still in this room.
Yeah.
Which
We
room?
didn't
I'm
pull
sit-
everybody in the whole dungeon?
I know. I'm surprised.
Yeah, there's still the whole room over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, why isn't there anybody in the stocks down here? Supposed to be the stockades.
Well, the
what, happened
aid
to all
went
the,
on break.
what happened to all the inmates? They're gone.
Now they've all been paroled.
Excellent. Well, we did good to lose only one with all that guys jumping on top of us. That wasn't too bad at all.
They used up all their mad on me.
Yep.
They did. They were like, "What are you, a
I
mage?
guess I
Fuck
gotta
you!"
come in here to beat on stuff. Oh, come back here.
Eight out of 10. Yay.
Yay.
9 out of 10.
We're all
I
out of
am
bad
too.
guys.
I got
Me
10 out
one
of
more.
10. I actually finished that quest.
And we're out of bad guys?
We're all out of
Yep.
bad guys.
Dang.
That's it.
Where do you
I
turn
need
this
one
thing in?
more bandana. I don't know. I can't remember where I even got it. Probably in Stormwind. All right. Who wants to do the Booty Bay run?
I'll do it.
I'll go.
How do you get there from here? I mean, I'm not even
Run.
anywhere. No, I mean, when you get out of here,
Mm-hmm.
when we teleport out of here, I'm not going to be where you guys are.
No, but you'll be in Exeter, right?
No, I'm over in that port you can no longer get to.
Oh my God. What?
You're over in
Wetland.
the.
I'm in the wetlands.
Yeah.
I mean, I can get back to the Exeter, but
You can take the boat to the Exeter. Yeah.
well, actually, I can hearth to the Exeter. I guess that's not a problem.
Well, I'm
Oh.
over waiting for the boat to Stormwind right now, so.
All right.
Are we supposed to get a special prize for doing the random? Wait, there's some guys up here still. We can get some more
We lost-
bandanas.
We're missing
I
2 people.
I left. I thought we were done.
Well, I can
Uh,
heal if you guys want to try it.
Pop back in.
Well, If we can, but we gotta get the boat to Stormwind because I left the instance group.
Yeah, that they completely redid it, and I teleported back in, and I'm back at the beginning. So
Huh.
They need to kill these guys. I think they just respawned, actually.
Yeah.
did they?
Well, we're
Yeah.
I'm at the
Yeah, those are
I'm on the dock
You're sitting
waiting
on the dock.
for the boat to Stormwind. So whenever
Oh, I guess you want me to help you, Crow?
Yeah, why not?
well, I mean, I don't have a bandana either, so I'm missing just one.
So if you guys want me to help you, you need to get out of that combat and then teleport out and teleport back in.
Yeah. Well, that means we got to run. So I'm going
I'm about to die
anyway, so-
again.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Would someone want to pull threat or something? Because I'm going to die again.
Well,
I can't. I can't because I'm at the other side of the dungeon.
and I just died.
They just sent me all the way out to Goldshire.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, I'm all the way back to the Exeter because I left the instance group. I thought we were done.
It's called slow fall in this game.
Brrr. Pew.
I love that you can walk on top of the water when you're a ghost.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Okay.
All right, now I can get out of here.
Are we getting out of here, or are we finishing the quest?
We're getting out of here. I mean, we finished the quest.
No, we
I
haven't.
didn't.
We
I still
haven't
need.
gotten our bandanas yet.
Yeah, I still need one bandana.
So do I.
I need a couple, yes.
Everybody thought we were finished. That's why we left. But we were not finished. 'Twas not finito.
Peep, I tried to invite you back into the group, but I don't know where that went.
Yeah, I never got it. I'm still in the group. I'm just not in the instance group, so I'll walk through the door of the stocks when I get to Stormwind.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll just sit here on the
I'm-
stairs waiting for you.
I'm on the, I'm just waiting at the dock for the boat.
Dock of the Bay.
Sitting
I
on
got
the
the
dock.
one-
That song was #1 on the day I was born.
That's cool.
The guy who wrote it had been dead for 3 months.
That's not cool. That was Marvin Gaye, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a posthumous #1 hit.
Well, it had gone to #1 before he died, though, hadn't it?
Well, it was still. I don't know about that. It might be. I would not doubt it. Let's put it that way.
Okay, I got my blueberry out. We got 2 tanks.
They're
Wait
waiting
for
for Donna, though.
Okay.
And I can hang back and heal everybody.
We'll wait for Donna.
Don't trust me, huh?
No.
No, Donna is
No.
trying to get back to us. And making the effort. Stop being an asshole.
But.
Yeah, Donna's the only one who gets to call me an asshole.
we're sitting there yakking, and I'm like, oh, I guess we ought to come back from our break. Huh? So we figured out, we were like scattered everywhere. We figured out we could summon people using stone, so we're back. All right.
Yeah, we're just missing one person.
He's almost here. He's coming around across the bridge
He's
right
walking.
now.
Coming round the mountain. You come.
Need help?
And I'm at the summon stone.
Wee-hoo.
Ah,
Hey, come on,
see?
let's go on in.
Oh, I didn't have this quest. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
didn't
didn't
have
have
either.
brother.
Be careful.
Now we all have a quest.
King's honor, friend. Light bless
It
you.
is unquestionable.
Mhm.
I could have sworn there was a version of this where we had to deal with Hogger.
That's retail.
Okay. That's what I was expecting going down there, and I'm like,
Are we all back inside?
All right.
Almost.
I am.
I'm loading.
Yeah, mine's not
My
loading.
screen is loading.
mine is just sitting there
There we
going,
go.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right, let's
Been
make sure
gone for a
everybody's.
while, but we're
okay,
back now.
now we got to go through the whole business of powering everybody up.
Did my demon make it in? Yes. There it is. Jack Yap. Come here, Jack. Jack Nicholson. That'd be a good name for a demon.
It already is a good name for it.
Here's Johnny.
Oh, that'd be great.
Here's-
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
All of a sudden, you see this imp just go, "Here's Johnny.
Yes, that'd be great. Yeah.
I'm back."
We got to get 10 prisoners each now.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, though. We could do that. At least it doesn't want us to get bosses.
Yeah.
We can get 10 prisoners easy. I don't want to do the whole place again. I want to do the run down to Booty Bay because it's fun.
One. And I got all my wool bandanas now.
Nice.
I didn't see any place to turn those in.
It's somewhere in Stormwind.
Is it back at the headquarters for the spies? Rogue headquarters?
It's the lady. The lady that wanders around in Old Town.
Oh, okay.
Nicola something or other. In the lore, she loses her kids. Her two sons are lost to, they become forsaken.
All right,
And they're
come on,
part of
Janice.
the lore later on.
Okay, we got left and right.
Left.
Don't get left behind.
Ah!
That's a terrible set of books.
I never promised they'd be good.
Well, that's okay because they're definitely not.
Eschatological crap is what they are. Do I have opinions about this? Yes, I do.
Eschatology is a very cool word.
Yes, for a very stupid concept.
I know, but it's it's still a cool word.
Well, it's very much like scatological, so you know.
It isn't.
Hey, there I got my 10. All right, how many? Oh,
Ha! They're so funny how they say "ha."
I cast sword. Cast sword, paladin.
That's why you need a
Oh,
frying
dear.
pan. If
I'm
you have a
getting
frying
giggly
pan, you
now.
can yell, cast iron.
3 more, and then we can go to Booty Bay. 3 more guys, because everybody's done with the
Well, you got,
bandanas.
no, there's convicts and insurgents as well.
Yeah, and you also have to get insurgents. Yeah, so you have 7. I have 7 convicts we have to get.
Okay. The questy won't open when we're in combat, so I can't even look.
Left again?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, come over here. There you go.
Got too many stones again.
You're gonna pass
You
the-
have enough to get
Oh, yeah.
everybody stoned.
I do. Everybody.
Hey, come back here.
Actually, where's my marshmallow? There we go.
What? We don't have a hunter in this group.
Nope.
What happened, Kurt? Why didn't you do a hunter?
I don't think you can actually can with goats.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, space goats? Should be
Wait,
able to.
Can't
oh,
you?
Backwards. Sorry.
Or is that later?
Yeah, later.
Can't you do it right now? Doesn't let you
don't-
do it?
I don't think so. I mean, I certainly can't multi-class.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember when they let us have hunters and space goats. Maybe it was the same year that they did gnomies. I do not know.
Ugh. Why am I sneezing?
Yay, that works. Give my marshmallow a totem to slow him down. Marshmallow totem. Marshmallow totem. Marshmallow. Somebody behind us.
It's too far away.
Did I get oh, never mind. I thought I lost a buff, but I didn't.
You're
It
about to
was
though.
there. It was there the whole time.
Oh man, where are all these convicts and insurgents?
Down the
No, no.
hallways.
Here's the convicts.
Yay! Yep, insurgents are down here too.
You come back here.
I got a bunch of dudes coming after us here. Anyway, we've learned anything today, so I am not good at a bunch of dudes.
Nice.
Six more convicts,
Conduct.
and seven. Yeah, seven
Conducts.
conducts.
And a bunch
Well,
of
they could be
insurgents.
conduits.
Yeah, and
Well,
seven
conduits.
insurgents. Insurges.
Insurgents is this?
Hey,
Yep.
there's insurgents on the left here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
I
but
went
our
to the
badge
wrong
is-
door.
That's
I
all
didn't
right.
get him.
Well, yeah.
Oh
and
no,
our,
I went to the correct door. Never mind.
tank is-
Never mind.
working on those. So
I got you.
That I
Where
am
do you
high.
think you're going?
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm doing enough damage that it.
He's like, no, I'm going after that guy in the back.
Like, dude, you're supposed to be attacking the tank. Ha, says you.
Nothing back there. Okay, cool. All right, let me pick this buckler.
Nice.
Not as good. It says it's better, but it's not.
It lies to you.
It's like
Well,
this is so much better on this one spec that you're not using.
Well, it's plus 3 strength and plus 3 or plus 2 stamina or spirit. That's what it is. Which is better for the stats, but the block and the armor is way less.
Yep. Level is always first, but Pawn can't figure that out for some reason. I don't know why. Secondary stats are called secondary for a reason, guys.
You can't actually see this fucker.
I'm about to ding again. Then I will have all sorts of brand new shiny spells.
I need to see a mage trainer when we're done here.
There.
I'm gonna get... Oh. I'll get Mana Spring Totem. Yay. That'll be fun. It's either health or
Other
mana,
left.
but that could be pretty darn useful when we're high on health and low on mana.
I got one who are just high on life.
I don't have any totems for that. I got stuck on the door with my little staff. You ever been playing a Tauren and got stuck on something like I can't
Oh,
get
yeah.
through the door? I mean, giant
Trying
character.
to get through the door while you're mounted on a Elk as a
Yeah.
Tauren.
Yeah.
That's always fun. Can't do it with the Elk. I mean, the other, what's the Kodo?
Yeah. Insurgents. Two more
Regurg?
insurgents. For me.
We get more
Yep.
in here.
Yeah,
Those
they're
are
inmates.
inmates.
We don't, unless you want the XP, we don't need them.
Nope. We need insurgents and convicts.
Oh, I bet you the convicts are down the other wing.
Probably.
We've already killed a couple of them, but probably. Woo! That was
Bop.
me.
Way.
Hooray!
Alright. Let's see if we can just pull these guys out here so that they're not going to run into 18 million other guys.
You want me to try and pull one?
Nope, I got them.
Okay. Yep.
We've got 18 other guys.
No, we got the 2 guys that were standing with him. Now they won't run into the other rooms where they will pull everybody else.
At least we hope not.
Well, we got the insurgents.
Hooray!
All right, hit the direction for convicts.
Why not?
Yep.
Look both ways before you cross.
So why did the chicken cross the road? He was giving
None
it
of your
last rites.
business.
might be that the guys we're looking for are in the back rooms.
I need to drink up a little bit, guys.
That's fine.
I'm sitting here shedding soul shards. Selling soul shards by the seashore. There we go.
I've got tons of room in my bags if you want me to store some for you.
No, I had put a bunch of stuff out on the auction house, and none of it sold. So it's like I ended up with a bunch of stuff back in my bag before we came on.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll get that every once in a while, and I'll just leave it in my mail.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm not seeing convicts in the rooms.
Those are inmates.
Those are captives at the end.
Well, I'm guessing that what happened, you know how each one of these rooms at the end has these offshoots? It's probably where they are.
Well, let's just go
They
back
want to
and
make
check
you go
the
all
other
the way through to get it.
Well, do you want to go back and finish the other one up in case they're at the end back there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
faster.
check real quick. Oh, yep, there's a convict back there.
Woohoo! Get him!
I mean, he's through a bunch of inmates, but whatever.
Well, get a few inmates, get some convicts.
This place is
All in
baffling.
prison, so.
They're all just offenders.
So offensive.
Hurt! Crow, work on the guys that the tank is working on.
It's more fun to bring them all in.
No, it's not.
That's it. Crow's gonna be
Well,
our
my name is
next
Scythe
healer.
Brett.
He's our Leroy Jenkins guy.
You bet.
No, it's not fun for the tank or the healer.
I mean, I could just let him buy him, let him tank, or let Crow tank him.
Have the warlock tank.
Yeah.
Ah! Funny.
Okay,
Bright
the,
bracers we've already got. Fortified cloak of the bear.
I'm gonna go for the
Mike.
bracers because they're 19 for me.
Do it.
I did, but I don't have any room in my bag.
You don't have room in your bag.
I ain't got room in my bag, lady.
Oh no, where?
What are you
There
calling
were-
your bag lady?
Did you get the bracers?
They're probably. Oh no, they're probably in the mailbox, or nope, they still haven't shown up. It's like weird ass shit with
Well,
that.
Look
That's
at
an
that
interesting
offhand thing, guys.
Yeah, if I wasn't carrying a staff.
That's an offhand
Right.
thing.
Yeah, but you
Well,
won't let me carry an offhand thing when I got a staff.
Yep, I feel you, brother.
You guys want to like focus on fighting?
Yep, let's do that.
No.
Woohoo!
He likes you.
He does. He's like, you're cute.
It's like, we like Peep. We're going to hang with her.
We do not hang together, we shall certainly hang separately.
Sorry,
It's the guy
Basil.
who scared me last time.
Had to off Basil again.
We did. I gotta drink some juice. Mana drink.
You get your mana drink, you get your cider drink.
Okay, I'm not a distro, so those bracers were not what I needed. Bummer.
Oh, bummer. Gonna make them into powder.
I dusted them.
Dust. Make them dust. They are dust.
All they are is dust in the...
Dust in my bag. So what do we need? We need 3 more convicts.
I need 5
Woohoo.
more convicts.
We need 5?
Okay.
Oh, 3. Sorry,
Three,
I
yeah.
can count.
I was gonna say we should have all the same, right?
I can count. I can count.
How much
I
more paladin?
I mean, he's just doing it in base 8 instead of base 10, so...
I'm a space goat, so you know we have different math.
You guys are on the metric system.
Hello, my name is High Threat.
Yeah.
Okay, we need
One
one
more
freaking
convict.
convict.
But we still gotta kill Basil Thread
We killed him.
if we're.
Yeah, we killed him.
He's dead. He's gone.
I didn't get credit for him.
We killed him on the first round.
Oh no, this is. Never mind. Erase, erase, erase.
Erase, erase, erase. I know you
Rewound.
do that, but it's still funny.
We don't need any. There's inmates. Inmates. Inmates.
Don't any of you inmates have conviction?
We just need one with
Jeez.
conviction.
Just one.
Do we try the middle section? I don't remember.
Yeah, I got whatever
Killed the
was
guy.
in there.
But I don't remember if we killed the corners.
Well, I mean, the boss is still there, but and I think there's just an inmate behind him.
I just see a prisoner in there.
Yeah, a prisoner.
Do we go down this direction?
Not yet. I mean, we started to and then stopped.
Started to, yeah. Prisoner, prisoner,
That room's empty.
inmate.
Here's a
prisoner,
captive.
Inmate,
Inmate.
captive, inmate.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go down to the end again.
Probably.
All right, I might as well join you.
I mean, you know, it'd be nice.
If you want to.
We enjoy
You
your
could-
teams.
You could try to train your imp to do tricks. If you want.
There's a
Captives,
captive in the back. There's an inmate on the left.
Inmate, prisoner. No.
Prisoner.
Let's-
Can't.
Yeah, we're just asking the die if one of these guys manages to run past us.
Woohoo.
Prisoner, inmate. Prisoner.
Is this the guy that fears the main guy in here?
Probably.
Yes.
So I'll put a trim. I gotta put a tremor totem down, so I have to follow right behind you when you go in.
I need to put down a. I got to remember I have counterspell.
Alright. Here we go. Whoa.
Come on in, guys. When we started this, all the guys in here were yellow, and now they're all green.
Pack you.
I need a target.
More Shadow Gems. More Slim Gems.
Well,
Yep, there he is. Let me put that tremor totem down again. Make sure that it's okay. Good.
We're in the corner.
Dextrin Ward, that's the guy that fears. Boy, it didn't do anything. He feared anyway.
Did he?
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't get it with it.
Well, it was better than last time, but yeah.
Oh, no, it removes fears. It doesn't prevent them from being put on, so it stripped off right as soon as it was on. So that's good.
I do not see our last guy.
All I see are inmates in this other room.
Yep.
Yeah, inmate. And we're looking for convict, right?
Yep.
Unless he's hiding in that chest.
Yeah. This is hiding in the chest. I don't see him either.
Up. Is that one just to the right? The door? No, it's an inmate.
Prisoner. Inmate.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, I mean, I guess we could always just run out and run back in and reset everything.
We could. That'd probably be the fastest way. Unless we find one on our way back to the door.
Yeah, unless somebody's respawned.
Captive. Not a prisoner. Inmate. Inmate. Prisoner.
Oh, somebody's respawned up here. Ooh, it's a convict.
Hooray!
Kill him!
hooray.
We all go chasing after this one guy who's like, ah!
Ah!
They're after me! Yay!
Hooray, we're
Gotta get out of
done.
here.
Just gotta run to the front. Kill some guys on our way past. Hooray! Excellent.
All right.
Wahoo!
You guys run on ahead.
Out we go.
Ah, sorry. Again.
Oh,
And now we
that's
got all these guys up here.
What can I do
They were
Here you go, Warden.
for the Alliance?
Oh, crap.
Congratulations. Scratch,
Thank you.
scratch, scratch. Okay, so Nikova Rascal. She's in Old Town. So we just gotta ride over and see her to turn that one in. And then we can ride down to Booty Bay and then cross over to Ratchet, turn in our gym, and wrap it up for the night.
Hi-ho!
Oh, this is such a nice town you have here.
It'd be a shame if something happened to it.
Like some dragon came around and ate it.
Seriously. That's what happened. That's what happened.
I need to grab the flight point while we're here.
Okay. No problemo. We gotta go out the front entrance anyway, so that'll be perfectly nice for people that need to get the flight point.
Well, I also want to see a mage trainer before we leave.
Yeah, that's... You know where the mage trainer is, right?
Yep.
Pretty close to where the Warlock trainer is.
Nikova, where are you? There she is. Hey, we got some bananas. We
running
did
around with a clue on her
revenges
head.
for you.
Well met. Have a good one. Safe travels.
Bum ba da ba.
All right, I'm gonna go train also.
Wahoo!
If you want to dive, we can go down to the beach there.
No, that's okay. I'm okay. I'm okay not dying if you are.
Yeah.
I already died once tonight. Twice, actually.
All right. Let's go to the flight point.
Yeah, I remember Booty Bay. You can never tell where anything is because of all the levels.
Baludi Bay. Booty, 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 boot. Booty, booty, booty bay.
Armadillo by morning.
All right. Woohoo, here we are. Get the flight point. Don't click on the bruiser because he'll kill your ass. All right, now if you come down to the...
The dock, we can go to the boat.
That's right. We can go turn in that quest, pick up the Ratchet flight point. See what it wants us to do after that.
Good timing.
Woohoo.
I like the way they make that tight turn.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And they never clip the pier with that prow of theirs.
Yeah.
Although they've knocked me over the...
Oh,
Hurry up, dude.
no! Oh, that sucks.
Well,
you
you
gotta
know
swim.
what?
You gotta swim to
If
the
you
center.
miss the boat,
Yeah,
if you
I know
miss the
where
boat,
I'll get there.
if you miss it, we can summon you. Because Jeff has the summoning powers now.
Yes. If I have the... Yeah, I could do it. I need a soul shard to do it, and I've got one. I've actually got 3.
You probably won't miss the boat, but if you do, it's not a problem.
We'll see.
We're getting more and more powerful as a group. Power! So much power.
Power, so much power, Bill.
We are so powerful. Sort of. I mean, we're getting different powers.
See ya, guys.
Yeah,
So close, so close.
Jump!
Yeah, I've done that
I
before.
did that. I jumped for the Stormwind boat today on my Alec and I made it. I was like, woohoo! Like, barely made it. Barely
Formula
made it, dude.
One.
Well, I'll wave as you guys go into the distance.
Kalimdor.
I'll be with you in a moment, get Miss Valera, kitty. Alright. Do we want to summon the Crow Man?
Yeah.
Cro-Magnon.
Cro-Magnon.
Need one more. Need one more.
Getting
One more
there.
person needs the clicky click.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
Click on it again.
No. I don't think so. Oh, maybe so. Maybe. Go ahead.
Did you get the summons?
I did.
There he
I
is.
even accepted it.
Yay!
Thanks, guys.
Yoo-hoo!
Taxi service.
Excellent. Okay, the flight point is over here by this goblin-y dude. Now, where do we need to turn in the quest?
Devourer
Oh.
of Souls. Is that the one that we have to go to? Yeah. It's like halfway down. Down the territory. Yay.
Where we gotta go?
What? No.
No, it's not here.
Oh, it's up towards the Barrens.
Yeah, it's halfway down the Barrens.
Speak with someone in Ratchet about the glowing shard. The shard is a brilliant green, and although solid, what looks like smoke swirls
Oh.
just below the surface.
No, I'm sorry.
Maybe you should see if
yeah.
anyone in Ratchet can tell you more about this shard.
Oh, I've already turned it in. That's why I don't see it. No, I couldn't have. Do I not have the shard?
You should. The quest is the glowing shard. It's a Wailing Caverns quest.
I don't have it. I never have. Oh, yeah, you. Okay. Speak with someone. Who do you speak with? Any someone
I
in
don't know.
particular?
I'm gonna cheat and look it up. Speak with someone. How about you just tell us who to talk to?
I'll try these knotheads up here.
We want to talk to Fala Sagewind up on the hill.
Up on the hill, huh?
Yeah, but I don't know how to get up there, so.
On what hill?
Hold on. I'm watching a video. Glowing shard. Here we go. Hurry up, dude.
Hi, how are ya?
You in here?
I'll
Oh, no, no, no. Hold on, hold on.
Oh, no, I still don't see
Just
anything.
hold on
Okay.
a second.
Hold your horses. Hold your
Trigger
Alex.
Alex.
Hold thy Alex. Okay. We want to talk to this little, goblin down here first. Mr. Sputtervalve. Down by the flight point, there is a little goblin. Monsieur Sputtervalve, this man here, with the quest.
Time is money, friend.
Samoflange and Ziz Physics.
Have a good one.
Anyway, it says, tell me about the glowing shard. And now,
We have to go above Wailing Caverns, huh?
Keep it real.
she's standing on top of Wailing Caverns. But Jeff has to go talk to somebody
Hey,
in
how
the
you
Barrens.
doing?
So,
Be good.
Because I was
Keep
looking
it
at my
real.
map and I have a question mark. Phallus
Have a
Sagewind,
good one.
the glowing shard. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
that's who it is.
Warlock.
no, that's the quest for the Wailing Caverns.
Yeah,
Okay.
Palisade
Sorry.
with
No,
a glowing shard.
I've got a Devourer of Souls. That's the Warlock.
Yeah.
Are we going to try to get killed out here in the Barrens?
This is
No.
pretty
Well, this
low.
is a low level area, so
Yeah.
it will be fine.
Yeah, no issues.
It'll
Especially
just
in
be
a
nice
group.
to turn this in because if we get sent to Wailing Caverns again, then we'll have a quest to do. Or we can go back there on our own if we want to. Anyway, it's experience and it's a
Was that
yellow.
you guys running away from me up
experience.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
I was like, oh.
Should we wait for him?
Yes. It won't take long. Alec. Little Alec. They're so cute. Little Alec. Meow, Kitty says. My kitty cat is hungry, and boy, is she letting me know about it.
An airship up
Hey, feed me, you giant pink monkey. Now be careful about,
Crossroads. Yeah.
yeah, and stations on the side of the road that are manned with, mean guards.
They're just mean.
They are, and they will kill you. So, there is a pool out here near the Wailing Caverns that has some fish in it that are really
The deviant
desired
fish?
by, yeah, desired by PvPers. And they are a really good moneymaker. If you're looking for ways to make some quick gold, that's a good tip.
Hmm.
Fish up those deviant fish. PvPers love them. I don't remember why. I don't remember what it exactly does. Because it is really one of those things that's only for PvP. But
Don't we
it's a
have to go to the
fishing thing.
top of this hill?
Yeah, I think there's
We
only.
do.
But isn't there
Yes.
like?
You have to
one
take
way
a
up,
ridge.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember if it has a specific one, but I don't think so. I think we just run up.
Easier said.
Don't fall, dude.
Okay, I am as high as you can get.
Yep. And she's probably down in here.
He's on a little shelf
She's right in here.
right
Inside
above
the
the.
little shelter.
Oh yes, good.
Elf on a
Yeah.
Now we
there
gotta
you
go to Darnassus.
You wish to speak?
Wait a this.
Winds be
There
at
you
your
go.
back.
All right.
Want some copper?
No, I've got too much copper. Thanks.
I could use some. One of the things I need is bronze bars. I'll throw that out there.
All
Well,
right.
I think I'm going to hearth back to Exodar.
Okie doke.
Does someone want to try to get over to Wetland or to Westfall?
Yeah, I'm gonna be going back there.
Can
I'll go with you.
yeah, I
We're
can.
right back to Ratchet, and then we can fly up to the other point, and then it's
If
a
we can-
quick run.
If we can find somebody to do a reagent,
I was going
I
to say
can
you
buy-
don't have the
I can buy a
reagents for
teleport.
it.
I mean, if we go back to Ratchet, I mean,
Nah, there's nobody there, I don't think. I think you've got the reagent vendor. You know where the Band-Aid trainer is in Stormwind? The reagent vendor is right next to her.
there's a reagent.
Inside
I
the
know there's a reagent.
cathedral.
There's a reagent cellar near the front gate.
You got blood mist, and that's it. You got to take the boat from
Right.
Exodar. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I can't remember. This is again, I can't remember when any of these things happened. All I
Yeah.
know is in retail, you can fly everywhere now.
Here's the boat.
Yeah.
It's
And
leaving.
There goes the boat.
Boat.
He made it. I didn't.
Oh
Goodbye.
I have my auto run. I forgot to turn off the auto run.
Looked pretty impressive, though, I'll tell you.
no.
I was trying to do something on my keyboard, and it was like, what? Okay, where are we?
I've been listening to some files on the Internet Archive. Do you know they still have the WebAmp player over there available?
Yep.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that still existed.
Get your MP4s.
Crazy. Ah, the old internet used to be so useful. It's so different from today.
So while I'm following Corey, and hopefully he doesn't get dismounted, I'm going to go ahead and finish the stream here, but we're going to keep playing and yakking. If I don't see you before then, have a good day, have a good afternoon, have a wonderful evening. Love you all. See you soon. Bye now.
Yes.